If you love shopping, it's a good idea to visit your favorite shop again soon. Chances are they will soon have to close their doors due to the toughest economic environment seen since the 1970s. Never before in history have times been so tough for retailers. They faced the corona pandemic in which many shops had to close and huge losses were incurred. And now retailers are grappling with the impact of declining sales, inflation, and huge debt burdens at a time of increased financial volatility and higher potential for disaster. As a result, the industry is experiencing mass shutdowns, and many retailers are fighting for their life in 2023. The retail industry has been going through a tough time, and established brands are now starting to struggle due to the toughest economic environment seen since the 1970s. Retailers are grappling with the impact of declining sales, inflation, and huge debt burdens at a time of increased financial volatility and higher potential for disaster. As a result, the industry is experiencing mass shutdowns, and many retailers are fighting for their life in 2023. The first retailer on the list is Kohl's, a former department store that has been in trouble for years. Founded in 1946, Kohl's entered the market as a supermarket chain, but over the course of 2 decades, the industry changed, and the company started to be crushed by bigger names in the grocery sector, leading its executives to rebrand it as a department store. Unfortunately, department stores are and still are the biggest victims of the retail apocalypse, forcing Kohl's to exit this sector in 2022 and restructure its operations to retail fitness, athleisure, and denim clothing. However, data provided by insiders shows that for the past 7 months, Kohl's retail sales have dropped. The company's thin margins, coupled with a nationwide decline in discretionary spending, are financially eviscerating Kohl's, which is now on Moody's Analytics bankruptcy watch list for 2023. David's Bridal, known as the Walmart of weddings, is the second retailer on the list. The bridal retail chain just filed for bankruptcy and announced it has plans to lay off 82% of its staff, or around 9,200 workers. The company was in distress for several months before seeking Chapter 11 protection, which marked the second bankruptcy in 5 years. CEO James Markham revealed that if the company does not find a buyer soon, all stores may be closed by the end of this year. This announcement sparked anxiety among brides-to-be from all over the country. Gymboree, a struggling children's apparel retailer, is the third on the list. Since 2021, the company has been experiencing severe cash flow problems, declining foot traffic, and increased competition. In March, a Moody's report downgraded Gymboree to negative, and just a few days after news about its most recent bankruptcy filing was released, the company closed 450 stores and laid off hundreds of employees without giving a warning notice. As a result, on top of a complicated bankruptcy process, the company is also coping with a multi-million-dollar class action lawsuit from former staff members. For 99-cents only stores, the discount chain has already restructured its debt multiple times out of court, but it hasn't fixed its underlying financial problems. Persistent inflation and high operational costs are worsening its internal issues, and consumer demand is falling steadily as people complain about rising prices. Experts note that 99-cents only stores are at a competitive disadvantage compared to larger retailers that have a significantly bigger network of suppliers and market leverage to keep prices low. The discount chain also reported negative cash flow for 3 consecutive quarters. Its slow ratings are also an indication that more trouble is ahead for the company. Tom's Shoes, a brand known for its socially conscious approach, used to donate a pair of shoes to charity for every pair purchased. However, the company has hit rough waters in recent years, and its revenue has been in decline for the past 4 to 5 years. To control its debt, Tom's Shoes made the difficult decision to stop donating shoes and switch to donating a portion of its profits to charity instead. Sadly, even this move was not enough to prevent the company's debt rating from being downgraded last summer. As we head into summer, the future looks bleak for Tom's Shoes, with retail analysts predicting that this could be the brand's last season. The mounting pressure from rising prices and declining sales has taken a significant toll on the company, leaving it struggling to stay afloat. It's a difficult situation for a brand that was once renowned for its commitment to social responsibility. Despite this, Tom's Shoes has remained resolute in its mission to give back to the community. even if it means changing the way it operates. Another struggling brand is True Religion, a Los Angeles-based fashion retailer known for its premium-priced jeans. The company, which is recognized for its high-end jeans, has been hit hard by the athleisure trend, leading to a significant decrease in sales. True Religion has already filed for bankruptcy twice, once in 2017 and again in 2020 during the pandemic. As a result of its financial woes, the company has shut down 64 stores. Despite these efforts, True Religion's demand for apparel continues to decline, and it is now facing a potential third bankruptcy. The athleisure trend has reshaped the apparel industry, with consumers opting for more comfortable and functional clothing. The shift in consumer preferences has adversely impacted traditional fashion retailers like True Religion, which are struggling to adapt. The pandemic has further exacerbated the problem, with more people working from home and preferring casual wear over formal attire. True Religion's management is now exploring restructuring options, including the possibility of a sale. However, analysts are skeptical about the company's prospects, given the current market conditions. The fashion industry is becoming increasingly competitive, and True Religion's inability to keep up with changing trends may result in its demise. Tops, a regional grocery chain with around 180 locations in New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania, is also in danger of disappearing from the U.S. economic landscape. According to the Wall Street Journal, the already bankrupt company has a substantial debt load and is paying $375 million in dividends, making its business unprofitable and unsustainable. Despite this, no potential buyers have signaled interest in acquiring the company, and experts believe that Tops is being left to die. Crafting retailer Joann's balance sheet has been looking messy for the past few years. During lockdowns, the company saw sales booming, with more people than ever picking up new hobbies like sewing and knitting. However, after the economy reopened, Joann had a difficult time keeping its numbers up. In the last quarter of 2022, net sales declined by 6.8% compared to the same period a year ago, and Joann's rose profit decreased by 20% during that period. Its debt also rose to $21.5 million. Conditions still look dire for the company in 2023, as it recently announced it will be closing several stores and laying off hundreds of workers to reduce costs and save the business. Morphe Cosmetics, a popular beauty brand that gained recognition for its collaborations with beauty YouTubers, has announced its permanent closure. The company is closing down all of its retail locations in the United States due to a series of legal issues, including a lawsuit for failure to pay rent. In addition, Morphe's parent company, Former Brands, has declared bankruptcy. Founded in 2008, Morphe quickly gained a following for its affordable makeup products and partnerships with popular beauty influencers. However, in recent years, the company has faced numerous legal challenges that have impacted its financial stability. The ongoing pandemic also had a negative impact on the beauty industry, leading to a decrease in sales for Morphe. The closure of Morphe's stores will be a loss for its loyal customers and beauty enthusiasts. The brand's presence in the beauty industry will be missed, particularly its partnerships with influential creators that help shape trends and inspire makeup looks. The news of Morphe's closure highlights the challenges that businesses in the beauty industry face, particularly during these uncertain times. Sears, a former retail giant, has been struggling since filing for bankruptcy in 2018, and has since been continuously shutting down stores. Despite efforts to sell parts of the company and diversify its revenue streams, Sears has not seen much success. In fact, retail analysts predict that 2023 could be the final year for Sears, as it has not posted a full-year profit since 2011. In an attempt to generate income and stay afloat, Sears attempted to sell off some of its assets. However, this did not prove to be effective, as the company still struggles with mounting debt and decreased sales. The pandemic only exacerbated the issue, as brick-and-mortar stores were forced to close, causing further financial strain on the company. Due to these circumstances, Sears' future looks bleak. The once popular department store has been unable to keep up with changing consumer habits and the rise of online shopping, resulting in a significant decline in revenue. Retailers face significant challenges in the current economic climate, and many companies are struggling to keep up with rising e-commerce retailers and declining demand. Without finding ways to increase their revenues, balance their debts, and differentiate themselves from emerging brands, they risk going extinct.